What's good, everybody? My name is TJ Luck, and today I'm bringing you episode 1 of my NBA 2k20 franchise series. And as you can tell by the title and on screen, we are doing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm doing the Thunder for, you guys know the reason why. They got rid of Paul George, Russell Westbrook, like the two stars that got them to the playoffs last year. Sixth seed, I meant, my fault. But in those trades that I like is they got a lot of picks, like a good amount of picks. Like, look at all these picks from like 2023 to 2024. That's a good amount of picks, and that's still like 2 first-round picks each year till like 2025. So in 2024 we have 3. So definitely a team that we can definitely rebuild. And they're not a completely bad team right now. They just have an aging Chris Paul who's 34, 85, 2 years left on his contract. I'm hoping that I can look for a trade partner for Chris Paul. I don't know yet. Because Chris Paul's still a decent point guard, but the only problem is that $38 million salary cap space that we might have to tack on, just keep for the next 2 years unless we find a suitable trade partner. Gallinari, I like Gallinari a lot, but again, he's also 31, $22 million contract. I don't know how good he's going to be for like the next year, this year, next 2 years. I don't know. Steven Adams is a center I want to keep. I love Steven Adams. I think he's a very underrated center because he doesn't do much of the scoring or flashy stuff, but he's just a 10 and 10 guy. He'll get you like 11 points and 12 rebounds and like maybe 1.5 blocks. So I mean, Steven Adams is a good, strong center that I like. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reason I want to trade Chris Paul is because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can be the future of this team at the point guard position, because Gilgeous-Alexander is really good, 6'6", 181. He is an okay scorer. Really, most of his stuff comes from like the playmaking and defense, but he's a good playmaker as well. He's fast too. Really, he's just good on the ball defender, and he can play make pretty well. Dennis Schroeder. The only problem with this team is like the 3 point guards we have is Chris Paul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dennis Schroeder. That's a good problem to have with 3 very good point guards, but one of them is going to have to be moved. I want it to be Chris Paul, but if not, then it's going to have to be Dennis Schroeder. Shooting guard, we have Andre Roberson, and I like Roberson. I like players like that, but being a starting shooting guard for us won't cut it. His defensive ability coming off the bench, I like, and he's only on a $10 million contract, which is not that expensive. Small forward, we need help at because we got rid of Paul George. Abdel Nader, he's not going to cut it as small forward for us. I think that's priority number 1 for us. Power forward, I can probably move Gallinari to small forward. Then I leave us with Mike Muscala as our starting power forward, or the rookie Darius Bazley. In that center, we have Steven Adams with Nerlens Noel. The center position is okay. I like those 2 as our center. Power forward, I like Gallinari. I might move him to small forward is what probably I'm going to have to do. But yeah, this Thunder team is okay. Nico Mirotic is there. I see Darren Collison. He retired actually. I'm probably gonna remove him from the free agency. But Tyreke Evans also got a 2-year suspension. But I mean, looking at the teams and looking at the players left, this team still needs. They're a good team. We still need help though, but that's okay. I mean, Chris Paul. I actually want to see what I can get for Chris Paul with his $38 million contract. Chris Middleton, it wouldn't be bad because we need a small forward. But he just got a big payday, and I like Chris Middleton, but that contract for him, not a big fan of. Otto Porter, not a big fan of his contract either. Same with Gordon Hayward. But to trade Chris Paul, we're gonna have to take on a big contract as well. Hopefully, a expiring deal. I mean, this is gonna be an interesting series. I think we could actually bring in John Wall, but this is just a introduction. Nothing really too spectacular. I just want to like give my rundown on the team, just real quick, just to show you guys who I'm going with, who I'm rolling with, who I want. It's just a lot to take in with this Thunder team because they have a lot of young players like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I really like him. I want to move. Like I said, I want to move Chris Paul, so I can have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Dennis Schroeder backcourt as my point guard and backup point guard, a 6-man. Andre Roberson. I want another shooting guard. I like Roberson. I don't want to get rid of him, but I want Roberson to come off the bench more than starting. Small forward, Abdel Nader. That needs to be #1 priority right now. Gallinari. I like him, but he's 31, so who knows when he's going to start regressing. Then Steven Adams. This is going to be an interesting team. Definitely an interesting team that I want to. Sean Livingston's in the G League. That's what's up. Also, scouting-wise, I'm rolling with auto-generated rookies right now because the game just dropped, so I don't know if there's going to be any good draft classes right away. So I might have to go with auto-generated rookies, which I'm okay with as well, kind of. Like Randolph Meeks, he looks good. So does Perry McGuire, the power forward. But yeah, that's gonna be the series. What's gonna be tough is we're in the Western Conference. That's the toughest part, where we got like the Rockets, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Jazz are even a really good team. The Nuggets, Spurs, Trailblazers, the Warriors are still a good team even without KD and Cousins. The Pelicans are a team on the rise as well. So are the Timberwolves. With every team really on the rise in the Western Conference, we're a team on the downfall, and it'll be tough the first couple years, but hopefully we can build a championship contending team with this Thunder team. But we'll just have to see. Really the main focal point is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because he is 21, 79 overall. He can shoot the ball pretty efficiently, I think. Driving layup isn't that bad either. So definitely some positives with this team, especially with all the draft picks that we have. Definitely some question marks, some positives. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, though. Nothing quick. I think I repeated myself a lot of times. That's going to do it for here. I hope you guys stay tuned for the episodes to come because this is going to be a fun series. I can't wait to get to it. Well, I'll see y'all next time then. I'm out. Peace.